Hello all. Today I knew I was going to film something, but little did I know what that would turn out to be. So there's quite a bit of stuff going on, as you see, and whew, I wanted to, be transparent with my process. So again, I I had no idea what I would be addressing today or focusing on, but I knew that I would be using the Osho Zen Tarot, which just came in yesterday, and also this is the Crystal Spirits Oracle. So I know that I will use that towards the end, I think. And then I'm also going to be using the Wild Unknown Tarot. Let this unfold. So again, I want to be what's the word I'm looking for? Again, I really want to emphasize that things get selected once the ideas come in. These stones were picked kind of, for lack of better, description, intuitively. So I will describe the theme, and then I will describe the stone. And honestly, I have an idea, but I don't know how it's gonna play out. And what I learned from my last series of videos is perhaps this would make more sense if I did like several videos versus one video. So who knows if that might happen, because I'm also very conflicted. I'm very aware, but I'm also more so conflicted with this process is time consuming, and I want to honor the process, but at the same time I'm still adjusting to the relationship with YouTube. I think that's always going to be part of this process too, this reminder of oh, how fitting, being attached to outcomes. Let me just go ahead and segue. Today's theme is actually on attachment styles. But because it's me, before we can get started, I also just wanted to do a little, you're like, what is this? I wanted to do a little show and tell. In my solar eclipse new moon video, I mentioned taking kind of a purification bath with Peruvian bath salts, and I was, and I'm getting used to using language like this, guided, right, to say like, by the way, show them the salts. So these aren't just any bath salts. I say they're Peruvian because they're from Peru. When I went to Peru, when I got to visit Machu Picchu and also some other historical sacred sites. And these are also very powerful bath salts, right? And there's like mint, eucalyptus, coca leaves, other kind of lovely medicinal herbs in here. So yes, the other part of my process besides tarot and doing these readings on YouTube is I get lots of what I call like energetic pulls. I'm being pulled into reconnecting into more energies in sort of experiences and memories in Peru, and also other countries as well. When I've experienced kind of spiritual just moments. I'll call them moments, right? Spiritual moments. So I'm gonna put these salts here. Also, this is also from Peru, and it is just, again, in this wisdom of archetypes. And here we have a snake, and knowing this process, perhaps this may kind of belong to something going on here, or maybe this will be our guardian for today's process. In fact, let's do that. Let's give this a home. Oh, I feel better. Okay, I have a guardian. The other thing that helps me feel better, I actually have some warm tea on the side. I realize when I film in the morning, I have this scratchy morning voice, and it does not sound very appealing. But also, I'm trying to like do this like outside of my like real life, and so yeah, I'm giving myself permission to drink tea during this process. Okay, so again, moving on to our theme. So attachment styles. There, I'll be addressing, 4 attachment styles. We have secure attachment, anxious attachment, avoidant attachment, and disorganized attachment. I will briefly describe attachment styles along with the stone. So for secure attachment, how lovely is this? By the way, my friend said she enjoyed when I show the crystals. I have no idea if this is blurry or not. I've kind of not great vision. But this is Muakite. And with Muakite, Jasper, this is good for stability, emotional balance, and healing. But more so, I loved how this, this little gorgeous stone, just, someone knew I needed this one, because look at this beautiful division. Look at this beautiful balance. Look at this lovely, unity within these colors. And so, yeah, for secure attachment, people with secure attachment are comfortable with closeness, and they express their needs and their feelings openly. So there's a lot of kind of flow, and they are, balanced, and they can kind of be in a balanced state of independence and intimacy. So again, not codependence, not, a little more interdependence, right? But more independent as well. Just solid, secure mind, body, spirit. Okay. For anxious attachment style, oh, I love this. I love just, I'll get distracted by the stones, but this is carnelian. This one in particular, I don't know if this is eye, if this is a chakra. There's so much beauty going on with this one, and I got to pick this one out myself. So, carnelian's great with energy, creativity, and courage, and positive life choices. So, anxious attachment style. People with anxious attachment style tend to worry about their relationships and fear of abandonment. They're often highly sensitive to their partner's moods and actions, and sometimes appearing clingy or overly demanding in their desires for closeness. So, we'll see how carnelian plays into, that attachment style. For avoidant attachment style, we have, this is tricky. This is rainbow. It's not just obsidian, it's rainbow obsidian. This one's a little shy. So as far as trying to activate the flash, maybe we can see a little, maybe we can't, but that's sort of the mystery and beauty of rainbow obsidian. And so for avoidant attachment style, individuals often maintain emotional distance. Ooh, don't look at me, right? Rainbow obsidian. And may seem aloof, rainbow obsidian. They prefer independence, avoid discussing deep feelings, and may struggle with deep emotional connection. Okay. Ooh, that's stone. Oh my goodness, this process. Okay. Last attachment style, disorganized. And for disorganized, another gorgeous but complicated looking flower agate. And again, I got to pick this one out myself. This just really, again, something about, is this an eye? Is this, you know, just a little flower saying hello? I'm sure it's going to show up in other rules. But for flower agate, this stone helps connect heart and root chakras, helping individuals to bridge their emotions with reality and tap into their inner strength to overcome fears and pursue dreams. Ooh, so interesting, because kind of a little similar to avoidant attachment style. The thing with disorganized is literally in the name. It's this, you know, those mixed signals, right? Not too hot, not too cold, not too tight, not too, like, don't, like, come to me, don't, you know, don't get too close, that type of energy. Like, yeah, kind of flaky, right? But you know, that's not a very kind or compassionate description for anyone with disorganized attachment style. They want to be close, but getting close may activate triggers, therefore they pull away, and then they feel isolated and abandoned, and that may activate triggers as well. And again, this is really, oh geez, I didn't even describe attachment style. I'm just talking about, okay, bear with me. Disorganized attachment style often results from early life trauma or instability. Individuals with disorganized attachment show inconsistent behaviors, as I was saying, in relationships, and sometimes seeking closeness, other times withdrawing, creating mixed signals. Okay, just pretty much what I was saying. Of course, I have these notes. By the way, again, as this kind of came into, you know, my consciousness this morning, I then had to scramble and make notes, because I don't have all this information memorized. But so yeah, if you see that this is my computer, so if you ever see this little buddy sticking out, that's what that's for. Okay. Yeah, I feel like I'm studying for a test I didn't know I had to take. So anyway, so without more to say on attachment styles, let's see how this goes. Let's see how this plays out. So I'm going to move these over here, and let's go ahead and actually I'm going to move these out of the way as well, and maybe you can, well, I want them to kind of, maybe they'll just stay over here, be like bystanders, okay? And let's move this over here. Okay, so happy that's there. Okay. Ooh, okay. And let's see. So we have secure attachment, we have anxious attachment. We will start with secure attachment. This is a fresh deck. I have not used it yet. Here we have, right, the Fool. They're all in order, so I need to shuffle them up. And then, yeah, we'll see. I'll start shuffling and see how many cards come out, and we'll go with that. All right. Okay. Ooh. So these, I think I mentioned it, these just came in yesterday, and like I mentioned in a former video, you know, like grateful for the Postal Service, for UPS, for all the amazing ways we get to access materials in such a short amount of time. And when they show up, they're right on time, okay? So let's go ahead and see where this goes, okay? Honestly, I think I'm going to pause here, and I think I really want to make sure these are shuffled well. So I will go ahead and, these are a little smaller, so, you know, kind to my hands. Yeah, let's really mix these up. Let's really mix these up, okay? I did briefly look at the guidebook, but I'm not gonna lie. Again, not straightforward. So I'm trying to do things a little more intuitively, but also, want to respect, again, the wisdom of the creators of these materials. Okay. Secure attachment. Secure attachment. We have this card right now. Okay, let's do this. Let's see what this means. Okay, and let's see. So the guidebook is not in color, and oh no, okay. This is the part that probably sucks up most of my video time, is trying, oh, thank goodness. Okay. Knight of Clouds. Okay. And, oh, that's right. Clouds are swords. Ooh, Knight of Swords. So, intellect. Hold on. Here we go. I got some enhanced notes I want to take a peek at here as well, while my brain is integrating tarot meanings. Ooh, okay. So I like the framing of, yeah, swords being mental force. So for secure attachment, right? Think of truth, justice, fortitude. And again, swords are focusing on thoughts, words, and actions. Communicating ideas, making decisions, asserting power. Ooh, that's a lot of secure kind of confirmation, I would think. Again, balance, truth, justice, fortitude, stability. All right. I like this. And again, going back to fighting. One moment it was there, another moment it was gone. One moment we are here, another moment we have gone. And for this simple moment, how much fuss we make, how much violence, ambition, struggle, conflict, anger, hatred. Just for the small moment, just waiting for the train in a waiting room on a station and creating so much fuss, fighting, hurting each other, trying to possess, trying to boss, trying to dominate, all the politics. And then the train comes and you are gone forever. Whoa. Well, I knew these cards would not be a light offering, but dang, there's a bunch of really good stuff over here too, but I'm not going to get into that. Okay. And also, this almost reminds me, is this projection? This is where I have to ask, am I projecting? But this, you know, I brought in some of the Peruvian energy as well, Incan energy, right? And some of the design almost reminds me of some of the like Incan dress or costume, but imagine like these are like feathers or, you know, jewels or jade or something. Okay, anyway, I think we know how this is going to go now. I think hopefully it is just one card, because there's a lot to each one, right? Okay, now let's move on to anxious attachment style. Okay. And remember, if you talk nice to the cards, hopefully we'll just get what we need, okay? But again, if there's more, we go with it, right? All right, cool. I like how this is going. Anxious attachment. Anxious attachment. What do we need? I'm gonna keep shuffling. Anxious, oh, there we go. See, I was about to grab this one sticking out, but oh, look at the colorings. Okay. Yes, I'm going to let you know when I have goosebumps, because I have goosebumps. Ooh, okay. And, okay, we're still working with you. No, we're not. Okay. Anxious attachment. Let's see. Oh, sorry. Again, so this must be wands. Okay. So now let's see. Oh, if this is wands, you know, I'm gonna take a little sip of tea here. Lots of honey in there to help with my throat. Okay. Yeah, I think I'm going to repeat what I just did with bringing in these reinforced describers. So wands, creative force, enthusiasm, confidence, courage, energy, motivation, passion, life's purpose, spirituality, new ideas. Ooh, so anxious attachment style. Anxious attachment style. Creative forces. Let's see what this says. Let's hold that while we seek this description. Okay, come to me. Come to me. I think with this guidebook, I will have to probably tab what is a wand, or what is a, you know, what are the arcanas? That's the word I was looking for. Okay, sorry everyone. Okay, number 3. There we go. Okay. You just look around, look into the eyes of a child, or into the eyes of your beloved, your mother, your friend, or just feel a tree. Have you ever hugged a tree? Ooh, hug a tree, and one day you will come to know that it is not only you have hugged the tree, but that the tree also responds, and the tree also hugs you. Hugging a tree, I'm thinking of the clinginess, you know, with anxious attachment style, but also receiving that comfort from the tree hugging you back. Then for the first time, you will be able to know that the tree is not just the form. It is not just a certain species the botanist talks about. It is an unknown God. So green in your courtyard, so full of flowers in your courtyard, so close to you, beckoning you, calling you again and again. That's attachment. That's anxious attachment, calling you again and again, or you gravitating, or you needing that physical evidence of closeness, right? Anxious attachment style is something in the mind isn't reassured that, you know, you standing on your own is stable enough, and therefore you need to, you know, be grounded by another individual. And in this sense, it is the tree that is grounding this anxious person. Ooh, oh, cool, cool, cool. Okay. Wow. These cards are matching up quite nicely. You know, I almost don't want to use the other deck, and perhaps I'm going to shift gears and just stick with the power of Osho Zen, okay? Because this feels really aligned. So therefore, Wild Unknown, I'm going to go ahead and put you off to the side. Okay, we'll bring you out some other time. And then I can do this. I can kind of keep those there. And you guys get to come back. Okay, it's going to be okay. Okay, all right. So now, ooh, I just thought how cool it would be if like each, you know, kind of element showed up. But now I jinxed it. So it's okay. It's okay. Ooh, okay. Okay. I need to get a grip. Need to get a grip. Need to get a little tea here. Oh my God, this tea is making all the difference. Before I was just eating a spoon of honey thinking it would help soothe my throat, but it's the warm water that is actually probably relaxing my vocal cords. Okay, let's see. Avoidant attachment style. Okay. Rainbow Obsidian, hiding, not wanting to be vulnerable. That makes sense if you're avoidant. It's probably the most avoidant stone. You know, don't want to show your true colors. That's okay. We know they're there. Oh, we got 2. So now, oh, we've got 3. Ooh, oh boy. I mean, I could force this. I could force this and say, this definitely goes here. Ooh, this definitely goes here. And to be quite honest, this definitely goes here. So whether I'm forcing it, whether I'm taking what's given, let's see how it plays out, okay? I feel like this will be okay. I don't think I'm cheating. Ooh. No thingness. And I think this is one of the major arcanas in Osho Zen. Okay. It is. So then which one is it? Well, I'll just read this and then maybe it'll come to me. Okay. No thingness. I don't think it's the death card. Okay. Learning. Okay. Buddha has chosen one of the really very potential words, shunyata. The English word, the English equivalent, nothingness, is not such a beautiful word. Nothingness is not such a beautiful word. It depends, right? That's why I would like to make it no thingness, because the nothing is not just nothing. It is all. Yep. It is vibrant with all possibilities. It is potential, absolute potential. Okay. It is unmanifest yet, but it contains all. In the beginning in nature, in the end is nature. So why in the middle do you make so much fuss? Yeah. Why in the middle become so worried, so anxious, so ambitious? Why create such despair? nothing to nothing is the whole journey. Ooh. So again, with avoidant attachment style, so much fear. And even though this is anxious attachment style, of course, there is an anxiousness to be hurt. So avoidance is also a defense mechanism, especially in stress and trauma and, excuse me, that's the T, and trying to, protect oneself in this very all or no thing, right? All or nothing, all or no thing way. Again, in the mind, it's very all or no thing. That middle ground is scary. It's the unknown. It's unpredictable. It's where bad things could happen. So, okay. I'm kind of feeling myself. These cards are just, speaking with the stones. I love that. I love when a plan comes together. Okay. And then we have isolation. How interesting. These are both kind of hyphenated, extended meanings. Isolation. Okay. Let's see. So we know that's swords because it's that gray color. And now I am looking for number 3 in the swords. Trying to look for number 3 in the swords. Let's see. Okay, come on. I do appreciate, again, even how the cards are laid out, and also in this guidebook, it's still very unconventional. Therefore, makes you have to, well, now we know where schizophrenia is, good. Makes you have to pay attention. Where are you? Oh, never mind. I am looking. I'm looking a little bit more. I'm just trying to follow these numbers. And where did it go? Okay. Because this is the 3 for the wands. Okay. This is the 3 for what will be cups. Their cups are water, which is really nice. Let's see. There it is. Oh my goodness. Okay. Isolation. We are miserable because we are too much in the self. What does it mean when I say we are too much in the self? And what exactly happens when we are too much in the self? Either you can be in existence or you can be in the self. Both are not possible together. To be in the self means to be apart, to be separate, to avoid. Wow. Okay. To be in the self means to become an island. I'm keeping it in. Okay. But you're witnessing the process. Okay. To be in the self means to draw a boundary line around you. To be in the self means to make a distinction between this is am and that I am not. Love the phrasing. The definition, the boundary between I and not I, is what the self is. The self isolates and it makes you frozen. You are no longer flowing. If you are flowing, the self cannot exist. I need to snap with this finger. Hence, people have become almost like ice cubes. They don't have any warmth. They don't have any love. Love is warmth, and they are afraid of love. If warmth comes to them, they will start melting and the boundaries will disappear. In love, the boundaries disappear. In joy, also, the boundaries disappear because joy is not cold. Whoa. Deep. Deep. I knew when these cards came into my consciousness, that made me had to, like, you know, order them and get them here. I knew. Yeah, no wonder the theme is the theme. That's all I'll say. Beautiful. Love, 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 love. By the way, is it, I can't find the right word. I'm looking for a compassionate word. You know, let me just say, like, I am, part of my joy, you know, is I am literally falling in love over and over again with, like, each, like, new, like deck or oracle. And actually, you know, I'm falling in love, but I'm not just, you know, oh, I love you and I don't love you anymore. It's like this abundance, this limitless, like, oh, now I love you, and now I love you, and now I love all you little buddies, and now I love, you know, like, all the offerings that this process, right, this gift, this push, you know, has given to me. That's it. I just always have to, like, give gratitude and thanks for the just, yeah, what a difference. What a difference. Doing something that brings you not just joy, but really satisfies this, like scratch in my mind. I'm like, ooh, I'm learning so much I didn't realize I would ever want to learn. So anyway, okay, moving on to the last, disorganized attachment style. Okay, remember, mixed signals. That's why we'll see what this card has to say, right? And again, we're in the swords, so we are in the mental force. And when we think of disorganization, but also think about incongruence, misalignment, conflicting, almost tangled experiences of ideas of connection, or even actual experiences of connection, not being quite this, but like this. So the suffering, right? Oh, I didn't even notice in this. Oh, the tension. Like two mountainous cliffs with this individual holding on for dear life. Wow. Oh my goodness. And these kind of look like clouds up here. And we got like two little birds there, and these kind of look like little, I was thinking, like, what are those? Fishtails, but maybe they're bird wings. Okay, let's see. Schizophrenia, okay. All right, and there it is. Okay. Man is split. Schizophrenia is a normal condition of man, at least now. It may not have been so in the primitive world, but centuries of conditioning, civilization, culture, and religion have made man a crowd, divided, split, contradictory. But because this split is against his nature, deep down, somewhere hidden, the unity still survives. because the soul of man is one. All the conditionings, all the most destroy and periphery, because the soul of man is one, all the conditionings at the most destroy the periphery of the man, but the center remains untouched. That's how man continues to live, but his life has become hell. Here we go. The whole effort of Zen is how to drop this schizophrenia, how to drop this split personality, how to drop the divided mind of man, how to become undivided, integrated, centered, crystallized. The way you are, you cannot say that you are. You don't have a being. You are a marketplace, many voices. If you want to say yes, immediately the no is there. You cannot even utter a simple word yes with totality. In this way, happiness is not possible. Happiness is a natural consequence of a split personality. What? Oh, sorry. Oh my goodness. Sorry. Unhappiness. Oh my goodness. Unhappiness is a natural consequence. That makes more sense. Of a split personality. Again, suffering. Wow. I'm going back over into disorganized attachment style. Oh, yeah. So if we apply this idea of split or schizophrenia to what's going on in inconsistent behaviors, wanting this but then not wanting this, perhaps again, right, I want happiness, there's unhappiness, like there's something much like deeper, right? Like reaching for happiness but can't quite let go of the fear, let go of the what is it? Oh my goodness. Flower agate. Helping individuals bridge their emotions with reality and tap into their inner strength to overcome fears and pursue dreams. I'm done. I'm done. Wow. Okay. Super cool. I think I'm gonna leave it there. I feel like messages came through loud and clear with the support of these amazing crystals and their, metaphysical contributions. Yeah, and I feel like I'm hopefully getting better at gauging when to cut it off. Okay, well, thank you so much for coming into this energy. And thank you for, again, witnessing the power of trusting not just your intuition, but trusting the messages that are coming through. Hopefully this helps whoever needs it, provides some clarification, right? New way of looking at yourself. Okay. All right. Have a lovely and, have an exciting day. Find a way to, I'm already excited. I don't need to have more excitement in my day, but, please, please find something that brings you not just joy, but satisfies curiosity, intellectual curiosity, right? Just brings in more of a more holistic sense of the world you're experiencing. All of this is beautifully integrated, and yeah, that's all I'll say on that. Take good care. Bye bye.